What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good? What's up, people? It's me again, L Teddy 27, Angry Teacher Chronicles. We back for another review, and this is going to be our review for the ABC Limited Series for Life. This is episode 13. Now, y'all gonna have to help me out and remind me: is this the season finale or the series finale? Whatever it is, it's titled Fathers. So let's get right down to it, because y'all know they always pack a lot into each episode, so they packed a lot into this one. So let's get it done. So we start off with Maskins. He's at this campaign rally, and there's this black guy that is talking about Maskins and talking about how great he is and how great of a person he is. Now, this happens to be the father of the chick that almost overdosed at Aaron's club, that got him in this whole shebang, going to jail and all of that stuff. It's her dad, and he's a rich guy, rich black guy, major contributor to Aaron's campaign. So he's going on and on and on about how good Maskins is. It's nauseating, just nauseating. Anyway, next we see Warden Hunt, the old warden. He is he's making it hard for Aaron. I mean, Aaron can't do nothing. Aaron can't have nothing in his room. He can't have his briefs. He can't even so much as have freaking a pen. Because a pen is a blunt object and you can stab somebody with a pen. So he can't even have a pencil or a pen to write down his notes and stuff for his case. So Aaron, they're not going to make it easy for Aaron. I'm just letting you know, they're not going to even make it easy for him. I don't know. I don't understand why he can't have his briefs. I mean, what he's going to do, give somebody a paper cut or something? I don't know. But, you know, Warden Hunt is working with Maskins in them anyway. So, he ain't going to try and be no help for Aaron. Aaron, then we see, he's working behind the scenes. Not Aaron, Maskins. Maskins is working behind the scenes to try and get that judge changed. Because Aaron has a female judge, female white lady. I guess lady is a female, but a white lady. He has this white lady judge, and so what Maskins has happening is Maskins is working with the current attorney general to try and get her off the case. And how they do that is they get the governor to give her a promotion. So she gets promoted up to the appellate court, which takes her off of Aaron's case. I'll let y'all know in a couple minutes who is the new judge. The warden, the old warden, not the old warden, the new warden, which is now the old warden, Warden Marjorie, the chick. She done arranged, while Aaron is trying to get transported to the court, she done arranged this thing with the COs and stuff to have them stop and have her be able to get in the bus and talk to him. She gets in the bus and tells Aaron, listen, first of all, I need to tell you really what Jamal was trying to do. She scoops Aaron in on everything that Jamal was really trying to do. That really he was supposed to kill Aaron, but he didn't want to go against Aaron, and he really took that opportunity to go after Cash. So Jamal was on his side the whole time. Then she warns him that he needs to get a transfer, because now that Aaron knows that Jamal tried to go against Cash, all of the blacks are going to think that that Jamal and Aaron are snitches. And so they all going to try and kill him in the jail. So they need to, she said, put in a transfer now for y'all, and I'll try to work with my people and get y'all out of here and get y'all out of there. Aaron's like, why are you working so hard to help me? She was like, don't worry about it. I'm just doing that. I think the same thing too, because we'll get that later. Down to the courthouse. The new judge is actually the black guy. Remember that black guy from episode like 1 or 2? It was either episode 1 or 2. The one that went in on Aaron for the old, new, past, present, beginning, end, Genesis to Revelation, Alpha to Omega. He went in on Aaron. We had a whole conversation about dark-skinned black people of power. We had that whole conversation. Go watch my review for episode 1 or 2. Anyway, he is the new judge. And y'all know he already don't see it for Aaron. He already threw Aaron out of court one time. Anyway. So, he is not seeing it for Aaron. Aaron wants to call all these witnesses. He says, listen, all of the people that did that he did previous cases for came to be witnesses. The ones who he exonerated or something. That judge looked at him. I looked at them. I don't have no use for y'all. Y'all can go ahead and go home. I don't have no use for y'all. And got their ass right on out of there. And so that just threw Aaron's whole case into a loop. After that, Aaron, but Aaron knows that that's bad for his case. So after that, there's a video of him fighting during the prison that gets out, that the warden allows to get out. And so when the warden allows that to get out, it hurts Aaron in his case. It hurts Sophia's warden Marjorie. It hurts her wife and her campaign. It hurts everybody. And Aaron knows that the warden is working with Maskins in order to get that stuff out. So everybody's working against Aaron and Warden Marjorie's wife. It's bad for both of them. So what happens is when Sophia, Warden Marjorie, finds out, her wife finds out, she goes to Sophia and goes in. She said, because Sophia told her all about how she went and met with Aaron and helped Aaron out. She went off for the old and the new. She said, listen, you doing all this work for this man, and you seem like you care more about him than you do about your own family. And I can't help but agree with her, because you are kind of working real hard for Aaron, but you ain't got no job nowhere in America. And your wife is over here running for to be attorney general, and everything you doing is not helping her. I mean, at this point, you ain't got no job as the warden no more. You might as well be full speed ahead to work for her. But you know how that is. This is white people. White people. You know how white people are. I mean, no offense. If it weren't for white people, we wouldn't have had the whole civil rights movement be as successful as it was. But sometimes they became way more than they should. We next see Maskins' old punk ass down to the goddamn at this campaign rally. Now, it's a Catholic church, what it appears to be. The whole crowd is white. And he goes on and on and on and on and on. The whole crowd is white. He goes on and on and on about how Aaron is this horrible drug dealer. It's a real racist. He's really pulling a race card. So he's trying to put whites against blacks and so forth, and making it a racial thing when it really didn't have to be. The people that one of his campaign strategists is black, and she looks at it and she's kind of disgusted. Like, really, that's what we're doing? He done did all of this to pull the race card? Like, really? It's kind of disgusting. Back at court, the judge still ain't here for Aaron. Still ain't here for Aaron. Still telling him, I don't care about these new witnesses you got. I ain't here for them either. They can go on home too. So then what happens after that is Aaron says, I have one last witness. He said, who is it? He said Lexi Richardson, excuse me. Now, Lexi Richardson is the chick who overdosed. Okay? He's finna call her to the stand. So, after that, we see Warden Marjorie. She goes back to the CO union guy, and she shows him the letter that Jamal left for Aaron. And she says, listen, you need to transfer Aaron out of there. You need to talk to whoever you need to talk to. Transfer Aaron out of there. And then you ain't gonna have and then you ain't gonna have too much more trouble out of me. He was like, it's nothing I can do, especially after that video. She was like, you better do what you gotta do. And it is what it is, especially after that video and the riot. He would say, it's not a whole lot I can do, but she was like, you better make it happen. We then see Jamal being brought back from the hospital. Now, conveniently, Aaron is being brought back from court at the same time. So Aaron tells the COs, let me talk to him. And they let him talk to Jamal. He goes over there. He tells Jamal, listen, Jamal, whatever you do, the prison is on lockdown. We're not going to be able to see each other no more. I'm telling you now. I'm trying to get us transferred out of here. He said, but whatever you do, you tell them that you stabbed Cash to defend me. If you tell them that, I can defend you, and I can build a defense on that. But you got to do what you got to do and follow the plan, because I'm not going to be able to talk to you again. So Jamal shook his head and said, okay, but he really can't talk because he got the ventilator and stuff on him. Right. Then we see Aaron tells him everything he needs to do. Jamal shakes his head and says, okay. The Lexi Richardson chick, she talks to her dad, and she's scared because she was like, that was my past, and people going to start to find out about my past and find out how horrible I am. Yes, they are, because you're a horrible person, and that's good for your ass. But anyway, And so her dad was like, don't worry about it. I got you. I got this. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm your father, and I ain't going to let nothing bad happen to you. We'll see how far that gets. Then we see Jazz and her boyfriend on their social media. And so they were at a doctor's appointment for Jazz. And so Marie was there with the boyfriend and Jazz. They all on Lexi Richardson's social medias to see what information they can dig up about her that will help Aaron. And come to find out, they find out all about her past. They find out some chick that went to school with her that know and will testify that she did drugs since 10th grade and that she was going to the club all the time and that it was targeted for Aaron, this, that, and that. They got all kinds of information on her to make it where it wasn't like it was Aaron them that did it. There was before it was Aaron them. And so Marie gives the information to Aaron as he's going into the court. At court, Aaron speaks to Leslie's dad, father. He says, come in, let me talk to you. He says, listen, let me show you all this information I have. Now, if you want, I could lay your daughter out. She will go on the stands and I will lay her ass out.
There you go, yep.
Or you can protect your daughter and you can go up there and you can testify the way I want you to testify and tell the truth. And I'll leave your daughter alone. So what does the dad do? He gets up there and he testifies and he tells the truth. He told that he gave money to Maskins. He made it look like it was a quid pro quo. I hate saying quid pro quo, but quid pro quo. And he made it also he also admitted that his daughter was using drugs well before she went to Aaron's club and so forth. So it was masterful. It was a masterful job that Aaron did presenting the case before the judge. Maskins is there because, of course, you had ADA O'Reilly, but Maskins is the DA, so technically O'Reilly represents the district attorney. But this time, Maskins was there as in the prosecution. So then after that, after all that went down, Maskins got up and was ready to go in. And because Maskins called somebody, O'Reilly called Maskins to the stand because he wanted Maskins to testify. The judge shut that shit down. Judge said, all you hoes in my chambers right now. Yeah, it's over here, bro. So he called all counsel to his chambers. And after a back and forth with Maskins and Aaron, the judge said, listen, I don't want to hear no more from y'all. I can take care of this. I can make a judgment based off what I done heard. After that, give me a day or so. And I'll call y'all back and we'll make an adjudication. But y'all not finna turn my courtroom into a spectacle right before this election. All right, so then we see Jazz's water break. Jazz is at home, her water break. She's going into labor.
Yeah.
The election day comes. Sophia's wife loses. Maskins wins. And Sophia's wife comes home. And she basically tells her, this ain't going to work out no more. There's no way we can get past all of this. Fuck you. Fuck your life. It's over. This shit ain't going nowhere else. And I kind of felt bad for Sophia, but then I kind of didn't. Because some of it she did cause on herself. On the way to court, Darius shows up. We're on our way into the court. So the judge done call Aaron and Maskins them back. Because he done made the decision. This is the day after the elections. On his way in, Darius stops Aaron, and Darius says, hey, Aaron, Jazz water broke and she went into labor. That's why her and Marie are not here. Right. And so, because he didn't know. Inside the courtroom, Aaron and Maskins are there, and the black judge goes in on Aaron, saying that I don't think you presented enough evidence, for me to overturn the decision. He looks at O'Reilly them and Maskins them, and he said, but at the same time, it ain't y'all had some real bad shit going on with y'all cases. He said, but be that as it may, I cannot sit here and try to make it like there was a whole racial thing, this, that, and the third. So, but at the end of the day, he said, but what I can say is, with everything that I can see now and with everything that I know, I have to admit, and so basically, long story short, he granted Aaron his retrial. He threw the previous adjudication out, granted Aaron his retrial, so he gets a retrial. And so we all clapping and everything, and everybody happy. But y'all know it's not gonna end that easy. So all hell breaks loose from there. After that, the father of that Lexi Richardson chick, the black man, he calls Maskins. He say, listen, I don't give a fuck what you got to do. You need to make this Aaron Wallace go away. And make this whole case and everything go away. We cannot have a retrial. I cannot have that happen to my daughter. And so after that, Maskins show Aaron. We see Aaron at the prison. Aaron gets granted his transfer. Aaron is all happy. It looks like everything is working out for Aaron. Next thing you know, you got a visitor, Aaron. I do. We on lockdown. We can't have visitors. Who's the visitor? Maskins. Maskins meets Aaron in the gym. It's Maskins and Aaron in the gym courtyard. Like they about to have this big duel. Maskins lays Aaron out. Maskins says, let me help you understand something. Let me help you understand something. I know about your wife or your ex-wife looking up the medical records of Lexi Richardson, which violates all kinds of HIPAA laws, and that's a felony. So I could send her to jail. I already know your good friend Jamal Bishop done committed first-degree murder, and so that's a felony as well. He could get the death penalty. So what you want to do? What you want to do? He said, I want to make this go away, so let me help you out. I'll give you clemency. You can get out and be a free man. Live your life and go on. So Aaron says, but wait a minute. I'll still be a convicted felon and I might not be able to practice law. You need to, hey, he's told him, don't do like you did last time and don't take the, he said, last time I wanted you to take the deal. You did not take the deal last time and that's how your ass ended up where you are now. Take this deal and keep it moving. And you know how Aaron is. Aaron ain't about that life, about taking deals and copping pleas and stuff like that. So what ends up happening is he says, because Aaron was kind of hesitating, taking it a little too long, he says, so the warden comes out, he's in the background. And he says, well, just so you know, I know that you were transferred, but I also know that the warden has released all of the prisoners from lockdown conveniently before all your transfer paperwork can be processed. And it's a whole lot of people looking to get at you and kill you. So you decide what you're going to do and what decision you're going to make. And next thing you know, Maskins walks off. The warden gives a little sign. He opens the doors and all the prisoners come out. They off lockdown. All the black people start surrounding Aaron and, taunting him and stuff like that. And Aaron standing there by himself, being encircled by them. And it goes off from there. What ends up happening? Who knows? But that's the end of the whole season. Now, I don't know if that's the season finale, the series finale, but it was great. It was a great ride. We done made it all the way through. Now, I'm curious to go and study the real story of Isaac Wright Jr., who's the guy that Aaron's character is written about. It's about a gentleman that went through the same thing. His name is Isaac Wright Jr. So I'm curious to really go and read up on his story and see how it ended. I believe he's out of prison now. So maybe you won, but I'm not sure of all of the ins and outs and how much they borrowed from his life and how much they changed. I hope y'all enjoyed this ride. We done made it through. It was great riding. Shouts out to Nicholas Pennick, who played the role of Aaron, and all of the other characters. Shouts out to 50, who was one of the key figures instrumental in getting this on television. The writers, producers, and everything. It was a great ride. If it is the series finale. And I hope y'all enjoyed my reviews. Until my next review, that's all I got for y'all. I'm LTeddy27 with my Angry Teacher Chronicles. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.